Hello, I'm Mr. Chuck. This is day one, the start of Mongol Empire. And this is how you do it. Let's get started. I'd like to thank Mooncat, which is I got my first layout from, and Kung Fu is how I learned how to speed up the process of this settlement. And I like to give them credit for learning how to do it. And the rest of this I learned on my own. You can see I'm already started building the first 7. It says only 6, but you want to do 7 behaving. I'm not a linguist. I may not pronounce things right, so let's go from there. Day one, you're going to get a lot accomplished. You're going to build 3 rice paddies, and you're going to set them to a 10-hour production. And after 11 hours, you're going to collect all of them, and you're going to unlock the first 2 quests in the first 11 hours. And at the same time, we're going to be collecting rubies and building more bee havens. So by the end of the first day, we're going to build the first expansion and have 22 bee havens built and collecting rubies off of 22. I'm already have the first thing unlocked. I did the first garden there. And now I'm moving things around. And the next thing I'm going to do is build the bee havens. I'm going to do 1 road here, so I can build the bee havens. I do 3 at a time here. Speed things up. I get the embassy in the right spot. It's still not in the right spot, but I think that we'll get it working good enough. What I'm going to do is set it up so I have 4 bee havens and producing, and I'm going to have a total of 3 roads that I'm going to have to use. I'm just moving those out of the way for now. The bee havens, there's 3 there. Get them out of the way. Only takes a few seconds. I think it's like 10 or 20 seconds to build them. I'm going to go to flat mode so you can see the layout better. There you go. That's where you want the embassy set. It's still not in the right spot. I'll move it here in a minute. So while you're going through the 10-hour production, you're going in 5 hours, you're going to collect rubies, and you're going to then build another road. So we're doing 3 rice paddies here. And we're going to set the production to 10 hours on all 3 of them. So we're in 10 hours, we're going to collect 30 rice. I'm going to call it rice. I'm not a linguist here, so it's going to bear with me on this. So in a total of 11 hours from the start, we're going to collect 30 rice. So we're going to unlock the first 2 levels. And at the same time, 5 hours from now, we're going to come back in an hour and start the production on the rice. And then 4 hours from then, we're going to come back and collect rubies. Once we collect rubies, then we will come back and build some more roads and start some more bee havens into production for more rubies. And that's coming up here in a second. Okay, now it's 10 hours, 11 hours later. There we go. Collecting the rice. You can see, if I go to flat mode here in a second maybe. Okay, I'm deleting 2 rice paddies. Okay, we did that quest. We're going to clear that. We get an impediment remover. So now we need to have 3 water canals. So we have to move things out of the way. Here, in flat mode, we got to move all the roads to the far right-hand side, that last column right there, because we're not going to move the embassy there. We're going to move the bee havens down to the bottom and to the left, because we want to move the embassy over to the top right. And this is where you're going to move it every time you want to unlock a level, the whole game. This makes it easier. You get the most diplomacy by doing this. Move everything out of the way. We're going to move it all the way up and to the right. Right there, you get the most alleys this way. We move everything out of the way. At this time, you don't have to remove any beehives. You don't have to delete anything because you already have an hour time on them. So we don't want to delete any of them because we don't want to waste that hour. And we want to collect rubies. Okay, so we got that. You have to go out of flat mode in order to unlock. Okay, unlock that level. Now we can go back to flat mode. And let's build 3 water canals. Everything's out of the way. This is all we're going to need. Oh, I had to move 2 of them. We've got plenty of room at this stage. We're building 3 water canals, and that should give us plenty to satisfy the quest. There you go, green check mark. Now we need 1 Cherie Weaver. So now we satisfy the first 2 quests. I don't do it here, I don't believe. Let's see, let's delete everything. The alleys and the water canals. Right here, you should go ahead and do a Cherie Weaver build because you get 500 rubies. Yeah, I didn't do it. I'm going to do it later on. What I'm going to do is move everything back into place. And you're going to do this every time. You're going to move it to the same place every time you come off the level. You're going to be 3 squares from the right-hand side and 3 squares from the bottom. That always will be the same. Mooncat showed me this layout, and it works great every time. I just want to make sure everybody understands that later on in this clip that I do not show, I did build a Cherie Weaver and collect 500 rubies, which allowed me to build 2 more roads so I could build, that allowed me to build 4 more bee havens. So I was allowed, so I could collect a lot more rubies. So it allowed me to get that up to 20 bee havens a lot faster. So I just want to make sure that I got that point across. That's why I just want to make sure everybody understands that. I'm figuring out here I didn't do something right. I got to fix this corner. The upper left corner is not right. We'll get it fixed here in a minute. I gotta move that out of the way. I'm going, that's not right. What did I do wrong? We'll get it right. We gotta now move that over. Oh, there we are. Now move that house over 1. There we go. There we go. And that's the correct layout. And I can build another house. Oh, we're short. We're still short some roads at this point. I can't build at this point any. I could move that one road over to the upper right and build another house, which is probably what I'm going to do here in a minute. Let's see. I can't do any productions because I don't have enough. Oh, I'm not done building yet. I don't have enough production or rubies to do production. I don't want. I want to get all my bee havens built. You need 20 before you can. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do my layout right now. The best way to do it. There we go. So I worked from the right, upper right, and worked my way all the way around is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the maximum number of bee havens in production so I can get the most number of rubies produced in the 5-hour period, which will allow me to get the most number of houses going in the first day. That's my goal here. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 15 houses going at this point. And we're only 11 hours into day 1. So we're doing pretty good at this point. So we're being pretty successful. We have 30 rice. We unlocked the first 2 levels, which took 25. We still have 5 rice remaining, which will allow us to buy an expansion. Now, this is later on in day 1. You can see I now have 20 of bee havens, and this is the final layout. I have the 20 bee havens in place. I'm producing 5 rice at this time, and I'm buying an expansion, and I'm using a impediment remover to remove that impediment. I'm going to then put in 3 more roads and put in 2 more bee havens for a total of 22 bee havens to produce rubies. My goal is at the end, it would be day 2. It would be partway through day 2, and I go to sleep at the night to put the rice into a 10-hour production. And if I have enough rubies to have Cherie Weaver into a 10-hour production, but I need over 4,000 rubies to do that. So let's see. That'd be a day 2 production. I'm not sure if I have enough to do that, but you never know. So that's day 1. I started with nothing, and I got the first 2 levels unlocked. I have 22 bee havens in production, and I'm collecting rubies every 5 hours, and you have to be due diligent and do your collection every 5 hours no matter what. And you have to be on time every time.